Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Kate. I love all things makeup, skincare, beauty, and fun. Today we're going to be doing a series on my channel called Makeup I Forgot About, and it's makeup that I, quite as it sounds, forgot about. Either I literally forgot that it's in my collection, or it's a product that I'm just not showing near enough love to. If you are interested in this type of content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel before you go. Without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be doing a full face of makeup that I forgot about. This is a series on my channel where we go through my makeup stash and we identify products that I have not loved lately, that I haven't used at all, if at all. So today we're going to start off with our eyes. I already primed my eyes using my P. Louise base, and we're going to go in with this palette here by Huda. I've had this for, golly, probably 3 years now. And I don't think I've used it once, not once. And it's beautiful. I love purples. Purple is one of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes. So I don't know what my hesitation is. I think, honestly, if I had to pinpoint what my hesitation on this palette is specifically, is that it's a really deep jewel toned purples. And when I wear purple eyeshadow, I'm really comfortable with more pastel colors or like really poppy colors, whereas this doesn't necessarily have that. So we're going to go in today. We're going to start off with this brush. This is by Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is her L18 brush. And we are going to go, I'm torn between this shade right here and this shade. I think we'll go in the brighter. This is a more pink based tone. And we're going to pop that right into our crease. If you see me looking over here, it's just because my mirror is over here. We'll just stamp that. I love Huda Beauty in general. I find that a lot of her products just work really well for me. Her foundation is one that is a kind of a so-so product for me, but her primers, her cheek products, her lip products, definitely her eyeshadows are products that I just love. I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit, and we're going to go in with this purple shade and blend that in with that kind of pinky purple shade. To blend that, I'm going to use an E25 from Sigma. This is their blending brush. How appropriate. That definitely gave it a more purple hue, but it didn't really add a ton of depth, so I think we're going to have to go in with a deeper tone as well. We've built up that purple. I'm going to go in with this really dark plum shade, and we're going to put that on the outer corner, but we're also going to try to put it deep into the crease just to create a little bit of depth. Definitely deeper. There we go. Happy with how this is looking so far. I'm kind of torn. I really like this bright purple down here, but I also like this purple in the center. I think we're going to go in with this one in the center. I'm going to try it on a dry brush. This brush, I'm not convinced as to where it's from. I think it might be a LaRousse Beauty. It's their LR 105 short shadow brush. We're going to try it dry. I'm going to apply some glitter glue. I'm just going to apply, this is not a product I've forgotten about. I talk about this pretty frequently. This is the Glimmer Grass by Unearthly Cosmetics. I just find that putting down a glitter glue or glimmer glue allows the shadows to really perform to their full potential. And now we're going to take that brush and just go into that lighter purple shade and place that all over the lid. I'm just going to take that first brush that we used from Laura Lee Los Angeles and make sure that there's no harsh lines. So this is how the eyes are looking. I'm very happy with it. We're going to go ahead and apply primer to our face. I already did my eyebrows just using my regular eyebrow products. I admittedly did kind of like a little bit of a purge on my eyebrow section. So there's not a lot of products, honestly, that I'm not familiar with or that I didn't just buy. So we're just going to move right along. The first thing we're going to use is this by Milk Makeup. This is their Luminous Blur Stick. I'm not even sure if they make this anymore, to be perfectly honest. It's probably something I should look into, because if they don't make it anymore, I could probably go ahead and declutter it. I don't even remember what my thoughts are on this. It doesn't really feel like too much on the skin. You can definitely see though, like where I laid it down here, not so much up here, because I'm trying to target my areas that need a little bit more blurring. To the touch, it feels like a little bit like silicone-y and greasy. So I'm not convinced that this really belongs in my collection anymore, but we will kind of just see how the rest of the makeup applies over it. I wanted to use a second primer, so I picked this one here by Pacifica. This is their Vegan Collagen Skin Solve Prime, Blur, and Hydrate. I've definitely used this one before. I could not for the life of me remember what my thoughts are. It's a super lightweight texture. It feels super lightweight, like I don't really feel it on the skin. It does feel hydrating to the touch too. Like I can feel it sinking into my skin, so that makes me happy. For concealer today, we're going to go in with this one by ColourPop. This is their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Another one that I feel like I remember liking, but I haven't used it in quite a while, so I thought today would be a good excuse to bring it out. I really like the doe foot on this. It's a little bit more fluffy and definitely more flexible than some of the other ones that I use, so I feel like it distributes a nice amount of product. For foundation today, we're going to go in with this one by NARS. This is their Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have mine in the shade Yukon Light 2.5. I've used this foundation and I recall loving it, but I have not used this in quite a while. So I felt like now would be a really great time to just bring it back and kind of see how it compares to some of my tried and true favorites. I feel like I've been trying quite a bit of foundation lately, and I found some ones that I really love. So this whole series is honestly really helpful for me to know like what I still love in my collection versus what I found better of, you know? Because I feel like, and chime in here down below in the comments, I feel like it looks really nice to have a really full makeup collection, but realistically what makes more sense is having a more curated collection of products that work really well. It's nice full coverage, which I love full coverage foundation. So for powder today, we're gonna go in with this one here by Wayne Goss. This is his Translucent the Weightless powder. I bought this when I bought his Balm foundation, and I have not used it. I bought it almost a year ago. We're going to start with a little powder puff, and we're going to just set underneath our eyes. I'm just remembering I have some cream products that I want to apply, so we're going to hit the pause button real quick on powdering before I powder my cheeks. So for cream blush today, I have this one by ColourPop. This is their blush sticks. This is in the shade Under Pressure. I'm gonna just apply that. This is pretty dried out. We applied some of that, although I'll show you. Not sure if you can see. Some of my foundation came up with that. So this one might be another one that we need to declutter. We'll see if we can blend this out. I think if I had a more dense brush, we'd be in a better spot. But it is really beautiful on the cheeks. Bronzer today, I have this one here by e.l.f. This is their putty bronzer. It's the original, not the luminous. I have mine in the shade Tan Lines. I've had this for at least several months now, and I have not gone into it. So we're gonna try today to see if we can get some definition. I think my gripe with these is that the pot is so darn small that for me it's just a little bit challenging to get my brush in there. But it definitely picked up, so that is positive. I think that's really pretty. It went on really nicely over my foundation. It didn't pull up the product, so I'm very happy with that. Now we're going to finish setting the face. I'm just using a powder puff that I got off Amazon, and we're going back into our Wayne Goss powder. I'm really happy, honestly, with how my base is looking. That powder did a really nice job of setting everything, and it also kind of gave a soft blurring effect. The cream products look really nice underneath that powder. Is this like my favorite formula? No, but I am going to hold on to it, I think, for now. For powder bronzer, I pulled out this by Natasha Denona. This is her Tan Bronze and Glow palette. So you can see that at one time I used this pretty regularly. It's pretty beat up, but I don't think I got any use out of this at all last year. So I wanted to kind of bring it back out and see how I'm still feeling about it. I'm just applying it with this dual-ended brush by Lunar Beauty. Still really like this. I just need to bring it out more. So maybe in my next Shop My Stash rotation, this could be a palette that I utilize because I think it's beautiful. I just need to clean up a little bit under where I put that though, because I went a little low. So I'm going to go back into the Wayne Goss powder and just try to clean up underneath there a little bit. We're going to just let that sit, marinate, if you will. Gonna go in with blush. For blush, I have this one by I Heart Revolution. This is their Blushing Hearts Iced Heart Triple Baked Blusher. I got this not too long ago, I think from TJ Maxx, but honestly, I don't think I've used it. It's hard to tell because I have that cream blush on underneath. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's depositing any color or if it's just depositing sparkle. It's giving just sparkle, I think, and not even necessarily sparkle. On my finger, the swatch looks like it's going to be really pretty, but it almost just kind of looks powdery on the skin. It's not coming off like super sparkly. I don't know about this. Today's makeup is like very, like, what's going on around here. For highlighter, we're going to go in with this one by Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is her Brighten Up Luminous powder. I don't know. I think Brighten Up might be the shade. Never used it. So we're going to go ahead and take this little tab off and just kind of see. To apply it, I'm using my E.l.f. 15 brush by Laura Lee Los Angeles. There we go. There's some sparkle. It is pretty subtle though compared to, I have some of her other loose highlighters and they're like, you can't even do like a full dollop because they're really intense. This one is not like that. This is a little bit more subtle. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that. All right, finally. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's been kind of hit and miss. I feel like a lot of these videos that I've done so far have been like hits, which, so it kind of makes sense that like I was bound to have a miss at some point, but I digress. I'm going to finish up the eyes real speedy. I'm going to just pop the ColourPop liner Piggy Bank in my waterline. And then I'm going to do my mascara. I don't add new mascaras to my repertoire because mascara is one of those things that you have to change out pretty frequently in order to avoid eye disease. So it's not one of those products that I keep 100 open just because I get really nervous about that. But then we will be right back and we'll do lips and we'll go over everything that we tried out today. Okay, so I am back, and I went ahead and lined my waterline with the shade Piggy Bank from ColourPop and put on my Milani mascara. I did line my lips. I went in with a product that I keep just in my everyday makeup drawer. This is by Rare Beauty. This is her Kind Words matte lip liner in the shade Fun. However, what I do frequently forget about is her lipstick, also in the shade Fun. So I'm not sure like what the disconnect is. I think it's honestly placement on my beauty table. Okay, so I am back and this is the finished look. I feel really good about it, especially the eyes. I feel like the eyes are really the star of the show here, but I will say my base also is looking very nice. So definitely I feel guilty that I have not shown this palette as much love as it deserves. Huda Beauty, again, is one of those brands that I really enjoy. A lot of her products work for me, especially her eyeshadows. So this is a 10 out of 10. Definitely keeping this. For the primers, I think this one did a nice job. I think it went on really nice. My face definitely does feel hydrated. This one I'm gonna look into a little bit more, this Luminous Blur Stick, and see if it's still a product that is being made, because something tells me it's not. Something tells me it's not. And if it's not being made anymore, it's not super sensical to keep it in my collection, because the reality is like I'm not going to be able to really talk about it on my channel that much. It does have a certain luminosity to it, but I didn't feel like it did an amazing job blurring my skin or anything. So it's not, I don't think it's ever going to become like a holy grail product. So that one I think can probably go out of our collection. The foundation is definitely staying. I'm reinvigorated for how much I love this foundation. I think it looks really beautiful on the skin. I love this shade. Again, it's Light Yukon 2.5. Definitely happy with that. I really enjoyed using this. I'm sad that I waited so long to play with it because I do think it looks really beautiful on the skin. On the contrary though, this, I think it blended out okay, but I am a little annoyed. It picked up some of my foundation. This is definitely an older product, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go because I don't think I'm gonna be reaching for it again where it is picking up product when I apply it. This palette by Natasha Denona, I knew that I loved it at one point, but I don't think I reached for it once last year. So I need to reach for it definitely more this year. This is her Tan Bronze and Glow palette. I really enjoyed it. I think it looks really beautiful on the skin. On the contrary though, this Blushing Hearts, I'm gonna let this go. It's their Iced Hearts Triple Baked Blusher. It swatches really nicely. Like it looks like it's gonna be pretty, but then I feel like when I blend it out, it doesn't do much. There's not a lot of color payoff and it almost kind of looks chalky on the face. So I just don't see myself reaching for this product very frequently. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that go as well. This powder was truly the GOAT of this video. I really feel like it set that foundation and liquid/cream products down really beautifully. I look forward to being able to play with this one some more. And then finally, this highlighter by Jaclyn Cosmetics. in the shade Brighten Up. This is her luminous powder. I think it's really pretty. It's definitely more soft than some of her other highlighters. I know like her shade Iced, her pressed powder highlighter is a cult classic. I love that one and it's definitely beaming. Her other loose highlighters that come in that really small pot are so beaming. So this is nothing like that, but I do think it offered a soft luminosity to the face. I'm wondering if honestly some folks might be able to even set their face with this type of powder because it really is a very soft glow. So if you're looking for a beaming highlight, certainly that one is not going to be it. That's not going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel down below. As always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.